Good morning and assalamu alaikum to everyone. Today we are going to start our new topic, that is topic 1.7, significant figures. So first of all, we will see the definition of significant figure. Significant figure is basically the accurately known digits and the first doubtful digit present in an expression is known as significant figures. This is the definition of significant figures. All the accurately known digits and the first doubtful digit in an expression is known as significant figure. Okay, suppose we have a reading, any reading. We do not know what is its percentage accuracy or how much percentage it is accurate or how many digits we have to take for the specific reading or how many significant digits are present in that reading. So we will use significant figures to find the accuracy of any digit or any expression. Like 66.74. In this, 66 is the accurately known digit because it cannot be changed. And after decimal point, 7 is the first doubtful digit. So the significant digits present in 66.754 are 66.7. And the remaining two digits 5 and 4, these are not significant, means they are non-significant digits. 66.7 are significant digits and 5 and 4 are non-significant digits. If we talk about physical quantities, which are measurable quantities like base quantities and the derived quantities, so in physical quantities, we have two things. First one is the magnitude and second one is the unit. If we have any physical quantity, we need accuracy in the physical quantity. So for accuracy, we have three steps. Number one is the quality of measuring instrument. Means what is the quality of our instrument? Low quality, high quality, which quality of instrument we are using. The quality of instrument should be best for good reading. And then the second step or second point we have is the skill of observer. Means we must know that how to take or observe perfect reading for the specific instrument we are using, or what is the style or method to take the reading for the specific instrument. Third and the last one is the number of observations made. Means if we take more reading, then we get more accurate and more precise answer. So these are the three steps for measuring the accuracy of any physical quantity. First one is the quality of measuring instrument. Second one is the skill of observer. And the third one is the number of observations made. An example of significant figure is given in your book. Okay, that is same book is given to three different students and we ask them to measure the length of book using the same measuring tape. Same book given to three different students and ask them to measure the length of the book using the same measuring tape. Okay, so First student observed the reading 18 centimeter. So here 18 is significant digit. Why? Because 1 is also accurately known digit and 8 is the first doubtful digit for which the student may not be sure. So the number of significant digits present in the reading of first student are 2, 1 and 8. Second student observed the reading 18.4 centimeters. The two digits 1 and 8 are accurately known digit, while 4 is the first doubtful digit after decimal. So the number of significant digits present in this reading are 3. And the third and the last one student observed the reading 18.425 centimeter. In this 18 is accurately known digit and 4 is the first doubtful digit. So the number of significant digits in this expression are again 3. The last two digits 2 and 5 are non-significant digits because the student may not be sure about these readings. So the significant figures are 18.4 means 3 digits. Okay, now there are some rules for identifying the significant figures. First one is all the non-zero digits present in an expression are always significant. Non-zero means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All these digits are always significant. Second one is the zeros between two significant figures are also significant. Means all the zeros present between the non-significant digits are always significant. For example, 2001. So 0 and 0, they are coming between the significant digits. So these are also significant. Third one is final or ending zeros on the right in decimal fraction are significant. Means all the zeros present in the right side of an expression are always significant. For example, 2070. So the last zero after 7 is also significant digit. Or another example we will take is 201.00. So after decimal, there are two zeros. These are also significant. Fourth one is the zeros written on the left side of the decimal point are for the purpose of spacing. The decimal point are not significant. All the zeros written on the left side of first accurately known digit are always non-significant. They are only used for consume the space. So these are non-significant digits. And the fifth rule is in whole numbers that end in one or more zeros without a decimal point, the zeros may or may not be significant. Means all the expressions starting with the whole number, we cannot be sure that how many significant figures or how many significant digits are present in this case. So what we will do to find the significant digit in this case is to change the expression in scientific notation. The power of 10 will tell us that how many significant digits are present in this case. Okay, so these are the 5 rules for identifying significant figures. Now we will take the example 1.4. This is find the number of significant figures in each of the following values. Also express them in scientific notation. First one is 100.8 seconds. So there are 4 significant digits in this expression. 100 are the accurately known digit and 8 is the first doubtful digit. So there are 4 significant digits present in this value. And in scientific notation, we will write it as 1.008 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 2 seconds. We move the decimal points 2 steps backward. So we will have the power of positive 2 in the 10. Okay, in B part 0.00580 kilometers. So all the zeros present on the left side of first accurately known digit are always non-significant. So there are 3 significant figures present in this expression, 5, 8 and 0. And in scientific notation, we will write it as 5.80 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 3 kilometers. We will move 1, 2, and 3. 3 steps forward the decimal point. So we will have negative 3 in the power of 10. And in the last expression, 210.0, how many significant digits are in? There are also 4 significant digits present in this, because the 0 present on the right side of the decimal point are also significant. Thus, the significant figure in this case is 4. And in scientific notation, we will write it as 2.100 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 2 grams. So here your chapter number 1 is completed. Now we will see all the numerical problems. Okay, so chapter number 1, physical quantities and measurements, numerical problems. First one is express the following quantities using prefixes. 5,000 grams, 2,000,000 watt, 52 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 10 kilograms, 225 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 8 seconds. So first one is 5,000 grams. We will express this quantity using prefixes. Recall what is prefixes? Kilo, mega, giga, tera, nano, pico, all these are prefixes. So we will write 5,000 as 5 multiplied by 1,000 grams, and 1,000 is also represented as 10 raised to the power 3. The power 3 is equals to kilo. So the answer is 5 kilograms, 5 kg. Okay, in second one, there are 8 zeros present. So we can write it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 zeros present. So we will write it as 2 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 6 watt. W represents watt. And 10 raised to the power 6 is equals to mega in prefixes. So the answer is 2 megawatt. The third one is 52 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 10 kg. So we will write it as 5.2 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 1. Why 10 raised to the power 1? Because we will shift the decimal point 1 step backwards. After 5, now we have decimal, so we can write it 10 raised to the power positive 1 in the expression. And 10 raised to the power minus 10 kg is same as above. Then in the powers of 10 can add if they are multiplying. So 1 plus minus 10 means 1 minus 10. We will have minus 9 in the power of 10. 5.2 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 9 kilograms. Now we know that kilo is also represented by 10 raised to the power 3. So we will replace K from 10 raised to the power 3. In the next step, adding the power of 10, 5.2 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 9 plus 3. So minus 9 plus 3 is minus 6. 5.2 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 6 grams. And we know that in prefixes, 10 raised to the power minus 6 is equals to micro. This mu is the sign of micro, 5.2 micrograms. So this is the answer of part 3. And then we have the part 4, 225 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 8 seconds. So we will place the decimal after 2, 2.25 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 2 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 8 seconds. Why 10 raised to the power 2? Because we will shift the decimal point from after 5 to first 2. So now by adding the power of 10, we have 2 minus 8, that is minus 6. 2.25 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 6 seconds. And again, we know that 10 raised to the power minus 6 is equals to micro. So the answer is 2.25 microsecond. This is your numerical problem 1.1. Now we have 1.2. How do the prefixes micro, nano, and pico relate to each other? Means we will show that what is the relationship between micro, nano, and pico. All these are prefixes. So first of all, we know that 1 micro is equals to 10 raised to the power minus 6. 1 nano is equals to 10 raised to the power minus 9. And 1 pico is equals to 10 raised to the power minus 12. So as we know that 1 micro is equals to 10 raised to the power minus 6, we will multiply both sides by 10 raised to the power minus 3. So the expression becomes 10 raised to the power minus 3 micro is equals to 10 raised to the power minus 6 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 3, which we will multiply on both sides. So the expression on the left side come as it is 10 raised to the power minus 3 micro is equals to, now we will add the power of 10. Why? Because all the two tens are multiplying. So it will become 10 raised to the power minus 6 minus 3. And minus 6 minus 3 is equals to minus 9. And this 10 raised to the power minus 9 is equals to 1 nano. In prefixes, 1 nano is equals to 10 raised to the power minus 9. So, and 1 nano is equals to 10 raised to the power 3 micro. Now, the second one is 1 nano is equals to 10 raised to the power minus 9. Again, we will multiplying both sides by 10 raised to the power minus 3. And the expression will become 10 raised to the power minus 3 nano is equals to 10 raised to the power minus 9 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 3. By adding the power of 10, we have minus 9 minus 3, which will equals to minus 12. So 10 raised to the power minus 3 nano is equals to 10 raised to the power minus 12. And we know that 10 raised to the power minus 12 is equals to 1 pico. So the expression becomes 1 nano is equals to 10 raised to the power 3 pico. This is the relationship between the three quantities or the three prefixes. Now we have the problem number 1.3. Your hair grow at a rate of 1 millimeter per day. Find their growth rate in nanometer per second. So the hair growth rate is equals to 1 millimeter per day. This is the given data. In numericals, you have to write the given data first after your statement. So the given data is hair growth rate is equals to 1 millimeter per day. Then you have to write to find, means what to find in the given statement. So here we have to find the hair growth rate in nanometer per second. N stands for nano, M stands for meter, and S stands for seconds. And then we have solution. So first of all, we will convert days into seconds. So one day have how many seconds? 86400 seconds. How? Because there are 24 hours in a day, 60 minutes and 60 seconds. So we will multiply all these terms and we will get 86400 seconds. In scientific notation, we will write it as 8.64 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 4 seconds. Why 10 raised to the power 4? Because we will shift the decimal point 4 steps backward. So the expression becomes 8.64 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 4 seconds. And now we will convert millimeters into meter. And we know in prefixes table that 1 millimeter is equals to 10 raised to the power minus 3 meters. 1 millimeter is equals to 10 raised to the power minus 3 meters. So the hair growth rate is equals to 1 millimeter means 1 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 3 meter divided by, because this is a rate means to divide. We will divide the number of seconds in a day, that is 8.64 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 4 seconds. So now the expression becomes 1 divided by 8.64. Here I will separate the 10 raised to the power 3. So the expression becomes 10 raised to the power minus 3 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 4. Now by adding the power of 10 minus 3 plus 4, we will have minus 7. And by dividing 1 by 8.64, we have 0.1157. Now in the second step, I will move the decimal points 2 steps forward. So in the power of 10, I have 10 raised to the power minus 2. And then again adding the power of 10, that is 2 minus 2 minus 7, which will equal to minus 9. So the expression becomes 11.757 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 9. And we know that 10 raised to the power minus 9 is equals to nano. So the answer is 11.57 nanometer per second. This is your numerical problem 1.3. Now we have 1.4. Rewrite the following in standard form. First one is 1168 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 27. B part is 32 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 5. C is 725 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 5 kilograms. And then D is 0.02 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 8. Okay, solution. First part is 1168 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 27. We have to write it in the standard form. So in the standard form, we have a 1.168 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 3 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 27. This 10 raised to the power 3 comes. Why? Because we will shift the decimal point from here, means after 8 to after 1. So what we will do here is we move the decimal point 3 steps backward. So we will have the positive 3 in the power of 10. Now again, by adding the power of 10, we have 3 minus 27, which is equals to minus 24. So the answer in the standard form is 1.168 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 24. Okay, then second one is 32 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 5. So again, we will shift the decimal point. So we have 10 raised to the power 1 because we move the decimal point one step backward. Again, by adding the power of 10, we have 3.2 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 1 plus 5, which is equals to 6. So the expression becomes 3.2 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 6. Okay, now the third part is 725 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 5 kilograms. So here we shift the decimal point 2 steps backward. So we have 2 in the power of 10. Now again, by adding the power of 10, we have 2 minus 5, which is equals to minus 3. So the expression becomes 7.25 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 3 kilograms. And we know that in prefixes, kilo is equals to 10 raised to the power 3. So we replace k by 10 raised to the power 3. And then again adding the powers of 10 minus 3 plus 3, which is equals to 0. And 10 raised to the power 0 is equals to 1. So the expression becomes 7.25 grams. This is the final answer. And then the fourth part, it is 0.02 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 8. So here we shift the decimal point 2 steps forward. So we have 2 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 2. Minus 2 because we shift the decimal point in the right side. And this 10 raised to the power minus 8 is as it is. So again, adding the power of 10, minus 2 minus 8, which will equals to minus 10. So the answer is in standard form 2 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 10. Now we will have the problem 1.5. Write the following quantities in standard form. First one is 6400 kilometer. Now same is the case here. We will move the decimal point from here to here, means 3 steps backward. So we will have the standard expression is 6.4 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 3 kilometers. Then the B part, 380,000 kilometers. So here we have 4 zeros. So we will write it in scientific notation, 38 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 4 kilometers. Now here I am moving the decimal point after 8 from to after 3, means 1 point backward. So I have 10 raised to the power 1 in the expression. So the now again by adding the power of 10 means 1 plus 4, and 1 plus 4 is equals to 5. So the expression becomes 3.8 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 5 kilometers. This is the standard form. Now in C part, we have 8 zeros after 3. 8 zeros after 3. So we can write it as 3 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second. Meter per second. Now the fourth one is the seconds in a day. We will represent it in scientific notation. So there are 24 hours in a day, 60 minutes and 60 seconds. 24 hours, 60 minutes and 60 seconds. So we will multiply all these terms. We have 86400 seconds, and in scientific notation we will represent it as 8.64 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 4 seconds, because we move the decimal point 4 step backward. Okay, now problem number 1.6. On closing the jaws of vernier caliper, 0 on closing the jaws of vernier caliper, 0 of the vernier scale is on the right to its main scale, such that fourth division of its vernier scale coincides with one of the main scale division. Find its zero error and zero correction. In this problem, what we have to find is the zero error and the zero correction. The problem says that when we close the jaws of vernier caliper, the fourth division coincides with the main scale division. So the given data is vernier scale division coinciding with the main scale is 4. We have to find the zero error and zero correction. We know that the zero error of vernier caliper is equals to the vernier scale reading multiplied by the least count. So the vernier scale reading is 4, means the fourth division is coinciding with the vernier scale. So the vernier scale reading is 4 and 0.01 centimeter is the least count of vernier caliper. So when we multiply 4 by 0.01 centimeter, we have 0.04 centimeter. So the zero error is 0.04 centimeters. Now we know that zero correction is always negative of zero error. So zero correction is equals to negative 0.04 centimeters. Okay, now we have 1.7. A screw gauge has 50 divisions on its circular scale. The pitch of screw gauge is 0.5 millimeter. What is its least count? So the given data we have is number of divisions, that is 50, and the pitch of screw gauge, that is 0.5 millimeter, and we have to find the least count of screw gauge. So we know that the formula of least count is equals to pitch of screw gauge divided by the divisions on circular scale. So when we divide the pitch of screw gauge, that is 0.5 millimeter, by the division on circular scale, that is 50, we have 0.01 millimeters. So now this answer is in millimeter. We have to convert it in centimeters. So where to convert it in centimeter, we have to divide the expression by 10. So after dividing 0.01 by 10, we have 0.001 centimeter is the least count of screw gauge. Okay, now problem number 1.8. Which of the following quantities have three significant figures? First one is 3.0066. So the number of significant figure in this case is 5 because 30066, 5 digits. Then in B part, 0.00309 kg, there are significant figures 3. Why? Because all the zeros present on the left side are always non-significant. C part is 5.05 multiplied by 10 raised to the power minus 27 kg. So in this case, 5 is the accurately known digit and 05 are the doubtful digits. So we have significant figures 3. Multiple of 10 are non-significant. We have to consider only this part, not the power of 10. So the significant figure is 3. And in the last step, 301.0, there are 4 significant digits because all the zeros present